In this video we are going to discuss the uh, function of function of counter and application of counter and how to use it in the software we are going to discuss. Okay, so let us take that. I already explained in the previous video how to create a project in Indralogic and how to add inline modules and add library and everything I've covered, so I'm not repeating that. Okay, in here directly I'm going to the concept like how to use counter, LD programming. So here I'll take one variable. So first zoom in one variable, that is say start, and address percentage ix 0.0, and in the function block CTU means up counter is available. There are different types of timer, up counter, down counter, both up and down counter both are there. This is up counter. So up counter function block will have 5 variables here. CU means counter input. Counter input means maybe sensor or switches. Okay, generally sensors will be there to count number of parts and all. That's the application. We'll discuss in detail the applications in classrooms. And Q is output. Reset means to reset the counter value. If you want to count once again, so you have to press reset to reset the counter value. PV means preset value. CV means current value. You will get know what is the current value and what is the pending counts are there, so like that. But type is very important. PV and CV both are integer, and CU, Q and reset are boolean type. Okay, let us discuss this. Counter name should be C1 or C2, like that, or you can type any name you want but not the keyword. You cannot use it as a count is a keyword. So type C1, press enter, you'll get this window. Don't type any address because we are declaring function block, counter function block. You'll get an error. Next, in the reset I'll use, say for example, stop, say for example, press enter, then percentage ix 0.1, PV value, say for example how many times you want to count, say for example 3, and instead of start button it is actually better to take as a sensor. In practical application, sensor input is used, so percentage ix 0.2, so sensor. In packaging industry it is used, many application, car parking, how many cars entered, so we are going to count it, right? So sensor. Q is output, that is boolean, you can take it, say for example LED, percentage QX 0.0. okay, and CV, that means if you want to know how many counts over, so what is exactly pending. Okay, so for that you have to go into declare a new variable, for example D1, and type should be integer. So click on 3 dots here and integer type you have to take it. Okay, and okay. Now go to online, first select the simulation mode and then go to login and then go to run. Double click on the sensor to say that sensor is on. Okay, double click and Ctrl F7. See, the count value is 1. Now currently it has count 1 time. Now again you make it sensor off, again make sensor on, sensor off, sensor on. After 3 counts you'll get output. After 3 counts, see, when CV value matches with the PV, you'll get output. Now continuously output is on. See, up counter means what? It is started from 0, it goes to the upper value, that is higher value. Higher value is nothing but PV value, preset value. It cannot be infinity, so it is PV value, this highest value. So you are counting up, and then when it reaches to higher value, that is PV value, you will get the output. Now output is not going off. Say for example, one package is over, one packing is done. Now we have to do one more packing of three items. So in that case, you have to press stop button, means reset button, control F7, so that counter value is reset. Okay, don't forget to switch off reset switch, control F7. Okay, now we ready to take up another count. Double click, control F7, count value is 1. So you have to manually switch on and you have to manually switch off in simulation mode. So this is what up counter usage. So like in timers, you can also use counter as an input. Say for example, take a new network here, you take a normally open contact, and here you will take LED, not here, and you can extract the output here, C1.Q. that means output of counter will come here. You can use it for switching purpose. Now go to online, login, run. Now you operate sensor 3 times. Output is on. See, you can use counter output as an input and switch on the output. This is quite useful, so that is why I am demonstrating this one. Log out. So now next is like we can focus on down counter. Up counter we have discussed, right? So down counter is also having 5 variables here. CD means input, that is down counter input. Q is the output, but here instead of reset there is a load option is there, and then preset value, then current value is same, both are integer, and all other variables are boolean type. Okay, let us see down counter. So I'll delete this up counter, and instead of that I'll go use down counter. So go to function block and then down counter, ctd down counter. Down counter means what? It counts down from upper value to lower value. But what is a upper value? We have to define it. So counter name, I cannot use C1 because C1 is already declared. If you see the declaration window, C1 is already declared as up counter. Okay, see here, this is up counter. So now I have to use C2. Don't type any address here because we are going to declare the function block, entire function block. Click on OK. OK you have to press, otherwise you will get error. So load option is here. That means you have to take a switch. Say for example S2 switch is a real input, so percentage IX 0.4 I will take it. S2 preset value is say for example 3, and D1 integer already declared here, so D1 I will take it. In the previous program I already declared integer. Otherwise if you want, say D2, I'll take a new variable, then type of the variable should be, click on 3 dots and make it integer. Okay, D2 is also integer, PV is also integer. Now we'll take LED output. Okay, now go to the online, enable simulation mode, and then go to login, then run. See here, already output is on. That means, see here, in down counter you have to load the upper value. Okay, so that is why load button is given. So first, instead don't operate sensor here. First double click on S2 and then control F7, and don't forget to switch off S2. Switch off. So when you press load button, so upper value, that is PV value, will be loaded to current value. Okay, so before starting the down counter, first you have to operate load button. Once upper value is defined, now when sensor is on, you are counting down. See, earlier it was 3, now it is 2. So again switch off the sensor, double click, control F7. So double click, control F7, one more time, sensor is on, so value is decrementing, so that is why it is called down counter. See, when counter value is 0, you will get output. Okay, so like that, you can also use counter as the input, that is C2 dot Q, and then LED you can take up. Online, login, run. See, first what you have to do in the down counter, first you have to operate load, control F7, that is double click, control F7. Now don't forget to switch off load. Now say if sensor is on 3 times, you will get output. See, upper value is 3. When sensor is on, it is decrementing. Focus on CV, that is D2 value. Okay, this is how you can use down counter. The name itself indicates that is a down counting, means you are counting down from upper value to 0. Okay, so this is all about up counter and down counter. There is another type of counter, but it is combination of up and down counter that you can try. If you have any questions, we can discuss in the class. It's a combination of both up and down counter, that's it. Okay, so this kind of we can use it where PV value is constant for up counter as well as down counter. Then common function block you can use it instead of using separate up counter and down counter. So this is all about counters. So thank you for watching this, and subscribe to my channel to get the latest updates. Thank you everyone.